up a wonderful display for us here. And that has little nodules on it.
That's a bumpy bead that everybody likes.
Bead.
A bumpy bead. Everybody likes those.
I'll get it out here where you're. I'm going to find you. There we go.
There's the finish. Just a little bumpy bead. Yeah, I'm kind of playing.
Put them in here in her cooling cloth. That's wonderful. I noticed you had your ice bucket here.
Sure did.
We're going to try to take some of this picture through the, what'd you call those glasses?
Didiniums.
Didinium glasses.
The Dides.
Dides.
Actually, it's broken here. So
that's all right. That'll be perfect. We'll put it right in front of the lens.
Yeah,
you see if we can't see.
See what I'm actually doing.
Here.
See what I'm actually doing instead of a big blob.
And this is being viewed through the Didinium glasses. Dides.
Yep, Dides.
And you can see more closely how she's curling the bead around. And what'd you call the piece that you're curling it around?
Mandrel.
The mandrel. Which has the release on it. And you can definitely see it like 100% better with the Didinium glasses. That is really cool, and you can see it glowing really bright white red, but you can really see the bead.
Yeah. That's why it's so important that you have got to have your eye protection. You've got to protect your eyes.
And then when you're going to add different color to it.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll just stick with the little dot that we started, so I can have maybe a matching pair. And even though I'm trying to get
you heat the glass to molten, and then you're attaching them to the bead.
Manipulating the glass so it sticks, and then I can cut it off exactly where I want it. This is one of the simple designs that everybody loves.
Yeah, those are very intricate.
It's actually a very doable bead. It's one of the beads that we teach in our beginner classes. It's probably one that we all cut our teeth on.
And if I take the Didinium glasses away, you can see the difference. You can still see the bead, but you can see it so much better with the glasses in front of it. I'll do it again.
Right, you get
all the yellow flame just goes completely. You put it back and you can immediately, the flame just goes white and you can see the bead again. That's really cool. And then you're getting it so you're...
I'm melting in these dots right now, and then I'm going to put a little bit of clear on top of the dots I just put on.
So it'll be a rounded bead, but it'll have different colored dots in it.
And actually the clear adds more depth and distortion. So it's kind of a neat effect on top of the dots I already put on. Oh, I got mine. Well, we're going to draw.
4 o'clock we'll draw again, yes ma'am. And there's many famous artists out there who do glasswork and beadwork, is there not?
Yes, there are a lot of artists out there that do it. In the Midwest, we're like everything else. We're about 20 years behind. But if you go to California and Oregon, the beads are so much more popular and collectible, and the pricing is about 3 times higher than what we can get here in the Midwest because we're just that far behind.
Wow, that's amazing that they have that much more and they have that much more artistic following.
Yeah, they're really embraced by the artistic community more on the West Coast than they are in the Midwest. We're kind of behind the times like we are with a lot of things. I melted those in a little bit too much, so I'm going to add a little bit more because I melted those in a little more than I wanted to. Just that quick. And it's still molten hot, so I can't put it in there unless I want a sticky bead, a fuzzy bead. I'll put it in there until I cool it down enough.
And you just air cool it.
Yep. And then put it back in there, and you can see the colors flash back in the one I already did.
Wow, and the color has really come back in the one you completed before, just from cooling.
Just from cooling. It's got so much heat that it's affecting the color.
Now I'm going to get a few close-ups of some of your beads here. We have rings. Necklaces and earrings.
This is some of the sparkle glass over here. You see the sparkle down inside. Here's one of my favorites for Halloween, the eye bead.
Oh, it looks just like an eyeball.
And formaldehyde.
And you have that for $20, and it's got the gold iridescent behind it. That's gorgeous. I'll have to send Joyce over here to see that because her birthday's on Halloween.
Oh. Are you sure it fell in the first car? I can go look for it. I'm shock and glass.
Well, Marilyn, this is really interesting.